Japan is facing a demographic crisis. The country's population is shrinking at an alarming rate. In 2023, Japan recorded its lowest ever number of births, just 738,000. This marks the 14th consecutive year of decline, with deaths outnumbering births by over 800,000. The situation paints a stark picture of a nation grappling with a shrinking population. The decline is not a recent phenomenon. Japan's population peaked in 2008 and has been on a downward trajectory ever since. This trend is projected to continue, with estimates suggesting a further drop to 87 million by 2060. This demographic shift presents significant challenges for Japan's future. The shrinking population is not evenly distributed across the country. Rural areas are experiencing the most dramatic declines as young people move to urban centers for work and education. This exodus leaves behind aging communities with dwindling resources and a shrinking tax base. The consequences of this demographic shift are felt across all sectors of Japanese society. At the heart of Japan's population crisis lies a stubbornly low birth rate. For decades, Japan has struggled to encourage couples to have more children. The total fertility rate, the average number of children a woman is expected to have in her lifetime, stands at a mere 1.3, far below the replacement rate of 2.1 needed to maintain a stable population. Several factors contribute to this low birth rate. The high cost of raising children in Japan, coupled with stagnant wages, makes parenthood financially daunting for many young couples. Long working hours and a demanding work culture leave little time for family life, further discouraging couples from having children. Moreover, traditional gender roles persist in Japanese society, placing a significant burden on women who are often expected to shoulder the majority of childcare and household responsibilities. This lack of work-life balance and limited access to affordable childcare options further deter women from having larger families. The consequences of this prolonged period of low birth rates are significant. A shrinking pool of young people leads to a decline in the working-age population, placing a strain on the social security system and limiting economic growth. Addressing the root causes of Japan's low birth rate is crucial to mitigating the long-term impacts of its demographic crisis. Compounding the issue of low birth rates is Japan's rapidly aging population. With life expectancy reaching record highs, Japan now boasts the oldest population in the world. More than 29% of its citizens are aged 65 or older, a figure expected to exceed 40% by 2060. This graying of Japan has profound implications for the country's social fabric and economic well-being. The healthcare system faces increasing pressure to care for a growing elderly population, while the shrinking workforce struggles to support a burgeoning social security system. The rising costs of healthcare and pensions are placing a strain on government finances, leading to concerns about the long-term sustainability of Japan's social safety net. The shortage of younger workers is also leading to labor shortages in various sectors, stifling economic growth and innovation. The aging population presents both challenges and opportunities for Japan. While the government grapples with the economic and social implications of an aging society, there is also a growing need for innovative solutions to meet the needs of its elderly citizens. This includes developing new technologies and services to support independent living, as well as fostering intergenerational connections to combat social isolation. Japan's shrinking population has profound economic consequences. A declining workforce translates into a smaller pool of taxpayers, putting a strain on government revenue and social safety net programs. As the number of retirees grows and the number of working-age individuals shrinks, the burden on the social security system intensifies. This demographic shift also leads to a decline in consumer spending. With fewer young people entering the workforce and starting families, consumer demand weakens, impacting various industries from housing to automobiles. This slowdown in economic activity presents a significant challenge to Japan's long-term economic growth. The shrinking workforce also creates labor shortages across various sectors, particularly in healthcare, construction, and manufacturing. This shortage makes it difficult for businesses to find skilled workers, hindering productivity and economic expansion. Addressing this labor shortage is crucial for maintaining Japan's economic competitiveness. Section 5. Societal shifts, changing family structures and rural exodus. Beyond the economic implications, Japan's population decline is also driving significant societal shifts. The traditional family structure, once the cornerstone of Japanese society, is undergoing a transformation. As young people delay marriage and parenthood, the number of single-person households is on the rise, leading to a decline in the overall birth rate. This demographic shift is also contributing to the depopulation of rural areas. As young people move to urban centers in search of better job opportunities and a more vibrant lifestyle, rural communities are left with an aging population and a shrinking tax base. This rural exodus further exacerbates the challenges of an aging society. The rise of single-person households and the depopulation of rural areas are reshaping Japan's social landscape. These trends present both challenges and opportunities, requiring innovative solutions to address social isolation, revitalize rural communities, and adapt social services to meet the needs of a changing population. Section 6. Government initiatives. Can policy stem the tide? Recognizing the severity of the population crisis, the Japanese government has implemented various policies to boost the birth rate and mitigate the economic consequences of a shrinking population. These measures include financial incentives for families with children, expanded access to affordable childcare, and efforts to promote work-life balance. Despite these efforts, the birth rate remains stubbornly low. The high cost of living, coupled with societal pressures and changing lifestyles, continues to deter many young couples from having more children. The government faces an uphill battle in reversing the demographic trend. In addition to addressing the low birth rate, the government is also focusing on policies to support an aging population. This includes investing in healthcare infrastructure, promoting healthy aging, and creating a more age-friendly society. These measures aim to ensure the well-being of Japan's elderly citizens and mitigate the economic challenges of an aging population. Section 7. Community responses. Adapting to a new demographic reality. While the government grapples with policy solutions, communities across Japan are adapting to the realities of a shrinking and aging population. Local initiatives are emerging to address the unique challenges posed by this demographic shift. In rural areas experiencing depopulation, communities are exploring innovative ways to attract new residents and revitalize their economies. This includes promoting remote work opportunities, fostering entrepreneurship, and creating attractive living environments to entice young people to relocate. Urban areas, on the other hand, are adapting to the needs of an aging population by creating more age-friendly infrastructure, promoting intergenerational connections, and fostering a sense of community for seniors. These initiatives aim to improve the quality of life for older adults and ensure their continued participation in society. Section 8. Future scenarios, navigating an uncertain demographic path. The future of Japan's population remains uncertain. While the government continues to implement policies to encourage childbirth and address the needs of an aging society, the demographic trend is likely to persist for the foreseeable future. One possible scenario is a continued decline in the population, leading to a shrinking workforce, a heavier burden on social security, and slower economic growth. This scenario presents significant challenges for Japan's long-term sustainability. Another possibility is that Japan will adapt to its new demographic reality by embracing technological advancements, promoting immigration, and fostering a more inclusive society that values the contributions of all generations. This scenario offers the potential for a more vibrant and sustainable future. Section 9. Reversing the trend. Is there a path back to growth? Reversing Japan's population decline will require a multifaceted approach that addresses the root causes of the low birth rate, supports an aging population, and adapts to the changing needs of society. While completely reversing the trend may be challenging, mitigating its impact and creating a sustainable future are achievable goals. This will require continued government efforts, community initiatives, and a collective societal shift towards embracing the opportunities and addressing the challenges posed by a shrinking and aging population.